We need unity. We need to find against an ideology, against a theory that thinks that it's superior to all other theories and does not tolerate any other theories. If people keep insisting, like the Islamic State, they believe, they have the supreme theory, the supreme truth. And your theory, the theory in the West, everything is below, and there is no place in their book for this thing. This is very dangerous. This is very, very dangerous. And humanity, if we wait longer, we will wake up on a mega terrorist attack that is much bigger than September 11th. And by the way, it's like my fear is not only about one mega terrorist attack. My concern is of a series of or a chain of attacks that will bleed the economy and turn the life of many innocent people into a nightmare. They know their way. There are many volunteers from Europe that they know the ways in the mountains. They never cross any political border. And they basically under the radar of intelligence services. And let me be honest with you. 10 years fighting against Hamas military wing in the West Bank. One of the terrorists, his name Ibrahim Hamid, he was hiding in a small town, Ramallah, my hometown, for about 7 years. And Ramallah was about 25,000 people. Israel had all type of resources, and for 7 years they could not find him in one small town. So if we have this type of mentality, this type of people coming to Europe, God forbids, and they know how to hide. They know they don't use credit cards. They don't rely on the system. They live out of the system, but they attack the system from outside. How long do you think it's going to take intelligence services to track them down if they know how to make bombs from just basic materials? So I don't want to create a phobia here, but this is a reality now, and it's spreading, and we need to create awareness. We need to be prepared for this scenario. And with that said, it's not the time just to talk about what's happening in the Middle East and let's provide a political solution for an ideological problem that I don't think any political solution can satisfy. What is the political solution for the Islamic State? What's their ambition? You think you can satisfy them by political solutions? Same thing with Hamas. When we are facing ideological movements, their ambition is to dominate. Their ambition that you submit to them. They want to turn you into a slave in their system. They don't want to accept you by any chance. So these are the things that we need to take in consideration. Again, I believe that we have the strength, we have the ability, we have the technology, we have the will. We have life to be able to stop them. We have this ability. All we need just to be courageous, to be aware, and not put our head in the sand and pretend that nothing is happening. With this, we'll give you an idea that Hamas sent people to die for the sake of their ideology. And their ideology is not serving the higher interest of human beings in that region. They praise death over life. This is not a secret. This is not a propaganda against the movement. This is what they announce. So with that said, we see clearly that Hamas agenda is not political agenda. It's not a national agenda. It's purely ideological and religious agendas that seeks the destruction of the Jewish race, not the state of Israel only. Now, with that said, we see that the Palestinian territory in Gaza is being hijacked by ideological, dangerous terrorist organization. When I say terrorist, because it uses violence for political and religious means. When we look at the West Bank, the Palestinian Authority also does not have pure Palestinian agendas. Because the Palestinian people, after 60 years of conflict, all they need good economy, they need good education, they need good life. They don't just need a state with political borders that is full of corruption and foreign agendas. And leadership that does not care for the people. You go and you see their corruption, they live in castles, they don't care for the poor people or how they live. So basically we're talking about either it's a corrupted political system, government, or a religious government, that both governments don't care for the average person and their future and the children.